That's all. This is very off the cuff. All right. Oh, no. Dustin, you're one of the people that are supporting and helping. Dustin DuBois. Good. Thank you, Danny. And you're helping with the event. What is your function with helping the startups?
Well, Ice Miller is a general practice law firm based in Indianapolis, and we help a lot of entrepreneurial companies with everything from basic corporate needs to intellectual property and contract work, which is where I come in. And today we've got a presentation where a couple of my associates and I are going to be speaking to the group just about some high-level concepts and things like that. So it's fun. It's a very exciting event, and we're excited to be a part of it.
And Ice Miller, is at www.icemiller.com?
Yeah, ICEMILLER.com.
And Dustin, what do you specifically do, or how are you specifically going to? Are you just going to give a class today, or do you actually? We're
just going to talk for maybe 15 or 20 minutes during the lunch hour, just to let them know a little bit about how we help companies that are trying to get out of the gate, be attractive to investors, maybe be viable acquisition targets or something like that. We've helped a number of software clients, are kind of my specialty. I work with a number of other types of companies, but we help them with their growth, basically, and we understand how to get them to the next level.
And your law firm does everybody, or do you specialize with startups and small companies?
Well, we have big clients too, there's no doubt about that, but the group that I work with, we represent about 85%, I think, of the private equity firms in the state. So we work on the deals, basically. So we sometimes are on the side of the private equity firms, and we're sometimes on the side of the entrepreneurial companies. But regardless of who we're representing, we understand this market, and we understand what it takes to build, for example, an intellectual property portfolio that makes sense based on a company's budget, as well as what investors expect to see in those companies.
So, and you're a lawyer yourself?
Right. I'm a lawyer.
And you don't look like a lawyer. You look
Thank
cool.
I appreciate that. How about this guy though? You see this? That's cool.
He's our face man. Dustin, one thing that you would like to encourage, and a hint for anybody that's watching this at home, for a startup.
You know, if you're a startup, the best thing that you can do is get with an advisor that knows how to spend your money wisely, or avoid spending it, really. One of the most difficult things to do is to shift gears as an attorney. And when you represent large companies and then you try to scale it back to small companies, it can be a very difficult thing. So to really have a professional that's experienced in this space, that knows how to not overdo it, but to make your organization still attractive, whether you're seeking investment or you're just trying to cash flow your organization, to get with a professional that knows how to make your contracts and your IP portfolio make sense.
Go answer the door.
So that's what I would say.
And anything you want to throw in at the end? Any pitch? Have you heard of EduQuest?
I've not.
EduQuest is who made me do this. They made me come here today.
All right.
They work with teachers and online teachers.
All right.
So does this same stuff equate to people anywhere in the world?
You know, it depends, because I think that if a company is elsewhere and they don't have the same venture capital and private equity type of fundraising that we see here in the United States, which expects a little bit more sophistication, and they're rather going to try to cash flow it, to bootstrap it, if you will. I really do think that it's going to vary, but the same things really stay in place, whether it's understanding how to do good business and how to do contracts and how to make your company insulated from various types of liability, to the fundraising aspect, to the intellectual property aspect. There are common threads around the globe. There's no doubt about it.
So a startup in Germany or India, would they have an occasion to contact Ice Miller?
Probably not. I would probably refer them to some of our colleagues over there. We do have an international network of law firms that we work with. And it just makes sense, I think. Here in the States, it doesn't matter. We've got clients on the West Coast, on the East Coast, down South. We have clients literally all over the country. We do have some international clients that we do work with that need some domestic U.S. types of legal advice. But fundamentally, as your primary lawyers, you're probably going to want to keep somebody in your own jurisdiction, in your country.
So. Thank you, Dustin.
Absolutely.